Hello everyone, it's Alina. Welcome to my Soap General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The General Hospital recap for Thursday, January 11, 2024, highlights a special turn of events as three crucial people learned Angela was not just any reporter. Also in this episode, Carly and Felicia concluded Bobby's last task, and those who loved Bobby sung her praises and recalled stories of the past. Now let's go a little deeper into the details. It was a trip around the world for Carly and Felicia. They spent little time in Amsterdam questioning inquiries and keeping a close eye out for anyone who could be Bobby's contact. As they suspected, she walked directly into the cafe. The ladies were immersed in a chat about why they never got close with each other when they nearly hit a moose. Oops. A whack on the head and a flat tire were the only damages. While replacing the tire, they worked out their difficulties and resolved to be better friends going forward. Once reaching the cabin, all hell nearly broke out when Cornelia opened the door and began swinging a shovel around. Thankfully, she recognized Bobby's jewelry on Carly's neck and let her explain. Bobby was gone, but the ladies were there to help. After a few calls to Robert and Anna, the young woman was secure. She was granted asylum and set up in her new life. Meanwhile, back in Port Charles, Maxie arranged for Angela Brighton to interview Bobby's nearest and dearest. First up was Laura. She recalled her and Bobby's hard beginnings as they fought over a man. She also talked about Bobby being compassionate but always ready with a reality check. Next was Lucas. He talked about what it was like being Bobby's son and how insistent she was he be called by his own name and not a nickname. He joked how his sister, BJ, called him Champ to get under her skin. Michael, Joss, and Willow narrated a tale of two weddings. Bobby showed up with a black veil for Michael's marriage to Nell, but greeted Willow with open arms. Finally, Scott and Lucy got their chance. Scott claimed Bobby was bright and cheery. She had a smart mouth though. Oh boy, did Lucy know that. Lucy was questioned why she turned up for Bobby even if they didn't always get along, the original frenemies. Lucy claimed BJ meant a lot to her, and by extension, Bobby did too. Lastly, Liz had a seat. She told of Bobby taking care of her as a teen who'd been raped. Bobby helped her through it all both medically and personally. She became a nurse because of her. Later, Felicia and Carly returned from their holiday and headed straight to the hospital. Felicia updated everyone while Liz cleaned up the gash on Carly's head. Carly inquired whether she was still willing to make a new sign. And yeah, Liz was. Carly had a new idea for it though. By the time the sign was done, Liz carried it to Kelly's to show everyone and they all enjoyed an emotional moment. Once alone, Carly hung the new fixture. Kelly's will now be known as Bobby's. Outside, Lucas noticed Angela. They shared a brief interaction before saying farewell. In a startling twist, Angela's last words to him were calling him Champ before departing. Over at Maxie's, she searched and searched for the business card from Angela. Not only that, she couldn't discover any information online about this woman. Felicia placed a call to the AP, and it was in those moments they both understood Angela wasn't Angela at all. She was BJ. General Hospital airs weekdays on ABC. Check your local listings for airtimes. For more about what's coming up in Port Charles, check out all the latest gay spoilers, and for an in-depth look at the show's history, go here. The finest place for true soap fans to be is our Facebook groups. Have you joined? If you adore soap spoilers, gossip, and fans as dedicated as yourself, check out Days of Our Lives fans, General Hospital exclusive, the Young and the Restless fans, and the Bold and the Beautiful fans. Once reaching the cabin, all hell nearly broke out when Cornelia opened the door and began swinging a shovel around. Thankfully, she recognized Bobby's jewelry on Carly's neck and let her explain. Bobby was gone, but the ladies were there to help. After a few calls to Robert and Anna, the young woman was secure. She was granted asylum and set up in her new life. These General Hospital spoilers promise characters giving assistance, facing off, and so much more. This will be a week you won't want to miss. There's a lot of comfort and support going on right now in Port Charles. First, Carly makes sure she's there for Joss in her time of need, and then Dex does his best to support his lover. What's more, Carly and Drew turn to each other for comfort and strength. They're both going through a lot, so leaning on one other is a no-brainer decision. So it's intriguing that following all of this giving and receiving of support, Carly and Sam swap notes on Drew's very real personality changes. Question is, what will they do about how different he's acted since being out of prison? Old Esmond pretending to be new Esmond must be a source of a considerable amount of stress. Well, the stress isn't ending for Esmond anytime soon. At the outset of the week, she hears of Trina's Parisian intentions. By the end of the week, she's desperate. And a desperate Esmond is always a dangerous Esmond. What leads her to spiral? Does it have to do with Eva pressing charges? Is it discovering about Trina and Spencer maybe heading out of the country? Or is someone else the source of her tumultuous existence, like Nicholas? In other GH news, Nicholas wants to raise Ace as a Cassadane. He refuses to even think about his son being raised by the daughter of 2 certified psychopaths. Understandably, this means he wants to step up and be the father who protects his son. Old Esmond pretending to be new Esmond must be a source of a considerable amount of stress. Well, the stress isn't ending for Esmond anytime soon. At the outset of the week, she hears of Trina's Parisian intentions. By the end of the week, she's desperate. And a desperate Esmond is always a dangerous Esmond. What leads her to spiral? Does it have to do with Eva pressing charges? Is it discovering about Trina and Spencer maybe heading out of the country? Or is someone else the source of her tumultuous existence, like Nicholas? In other GH news, Nicholas wants to raise Ace as a Cassadine. He refuses to even think about his son being raised by the daughter of 2 certified psychopaths. Understandably, this means he wants to step up and be the father who protects his son. Much like Esmond Sonny's flailing, he's instructed Dex to carry out a tragically ill-advised order, and now he's feeling buyer's remorse. So look for the coffee importer to do his utmost to prevent Dex from accomplishing his task. Will he succeed? Finally, Michael and Ned continue to be at odds over, well, just about everything, so once and for all, the 2 Quartermains are going to face off. Who will stand tall at the top of the ELQ heap after the dust settles? In case you missed it, mornings on SoapHub are for comments or wild speculation about General Hospital's current stories, where they're heading, how they're doing, and sometimes just what we're hoping we will see in the near future in Port Charles. We're very fond of this one, so please click here to read it. To say that the relationship between Nicholas and Ava is toxic just doesn't cover it. These 2 need a new name to describe the heated mess that is their relationship. Now they've restored communication thanks to Nick showing back up when Ava least expected it. Of course, the Cassadane wasn't pleased with just one meeting. He comes back for more as he enjoys a moment with his ex-wife. What will they do during this shared time together anyway? Talk more about Nick's strategy to take down Esmond. Better yet, will Ava fill him in on filing charges against the woman who had her husband's baby? Anything might happen when these 2 are together. Spencer essentially chose to go with Trina to Paris so she can live her finest Sorbonne life. All is serene and well with his world, right? Maybe not, considering Esmond was arrested. He's about to have a surprising visitor. Might this mysterious person look a lot like his father, or someone else? If it is Nicholas, will Spencer's world implode? Or is it more incentive for him to depart the nation with Trina? Speaking of Trina, she acknowledged to felt bad about wanting to head to Paris. Specifically, this had to do with the fact that Curtis just undergone an experimental procedure that could bring back the use of his legs. Could his upcoming words of support provide Trina the final push she needs to book that round-trip ticket to the City of Light? So what do you guys think about this update? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like my videos, please press like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time.